About to get started, getting back into Dead Space. Xbox 360 version off of the X. So last time, what did we do? We did the mining facility last time. That was a trip. It had a couple frustrating moments, but too bad. Getting on the actual asteroid, planning that beacon. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst parts of the game. It was actually worse than the shooting the asteroid segment. So who would have thunk it? Anyway, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's see. Yep, chapter 8. I forget specifically what happened. I think we're looking to get to the bridge. That's right. Getting to the bridge. We're looking to get to the comm station. And we need to restore communications in order to have that beacon actually work. Supposedly, there's a ship.
Things are looking up. A military ship just docked in.
My speakers were really loud.
I don't know what it was doing out there. It must have gotten our distress signal. We can't talk to it until the comms array is fixed. I'm gonna hack the door to communications for you. Get in there and find the comms control station.
Surprised I thought my health recovered at the start of each chapter, getting to a new section. It's not. Well, she explained it right there. Yeah, there seems to be another ship out there. Eventually could provide some form of rescue, but mess with the comm tower, get that up and operational, yeah. Any sort of communication could take place, so. Let's see what we can do. The bridge was always fun, wasn't it? Oh god, I got the Ripper. Strife. The plasma cutter. Bet you there's gonna be some cool things happening. Should use a health kit in it. Can't quite see in there. Something's growling. That could be. A light coming from. That right there. Hole in the hallway? Yes. There's one right there too. What is that? Doesn't seem normal. Okay, let's take a look real quick. See what about in terms of inventory. Sure as hell had before. We got a lot of stasis packs, yeah. I think anyway. That's all fine, and I think I'm gonna at least take one medium and one small. I think I'm gonna go through the entire game without actually picking up the line gun or the force gun. Maybe. I mean, here's the thing. I'd like to showcase it on stream a bit, just to see what it does, but it's not exactly a priority. You know what? Shit. Shit.
Quarantine activated.
You know, the emergency lights aren't helping. Oh god. When stuff is like blasting in my face. Yeah, it's a bit of a detriment. Something else? Definitely not that. Definitely not that. Where is it? I hear it. You guys. Oh, damn it. Whoa! Blew open the other blood burst pack, or whatever you want to call that thing. I was going to pick that up. See if I can... Okay, hold up. Use it against them. Yeah, we're dealing with big versions, or the super versions of these guys now. God. Alright. Let's see. Things to pick up, no doubt. Kids' money. Health kits. Stasis packs. So, there's a fair amount of backtracking in this game, it seems like. I've noticed that there's been a few locked chests and other things that I've made my way through the level. So, I guess maybe it's just stuff that opens up, turn to the section at a later. I specifically remember some, like in the last area, the mining facility, which I definitely don't want to go back to. But, I guess I don't have much of a choice. I just don't really want to go back to those areas. They're kind of shitty. Alright, let's put away some of this. I definitely need these. How many do I have? There's a workstation not too far. I think I might try to some kind of upgrade. Let me buy one node. Should be good. It might not be, but I'll be satisfied with that. Box has respawned. The plasma energy. Okay, so what do we want to put a couple in the pulse rifle last time. I was thinking about doing something so I could get damage, but those seem to good on the plasma cutter for right now. HP. Stasis mod. Stasis mod. Just to get some duration, but a damage upgrade right there. That for the pulse rifle. Okay, so which elevator do I? Let's see. Oh, actually, wait a second. One's filled with meat. I think I could go that way. I'll look down here. Oh, hey, yeah. Save station, too. That might be handy. Can I? I sort of wanted to see what was going on down there now. Can't go to 2. It is easy on me.
Communications is open, but I've been getting some weird feedback spikes on the local comms. I think someone's listening in on us, so be careful.
Might be Hammond. He was in pretty rough shape last time, but he moved. so we know he's kind of alive, maybe. He has the potential to be alive. We haven't seen him dead. That's basically what I'm saying. Right there. Require a slightly more deft hand. Ugh. Looking at some of the names of these, well, offhand, because I was seeing some production artwork. I guess I don't remember what any of them were. I referenced this thing as being like some kind of birthing necromorph, and I think it alluded to that, whatever it was. I mean, I guess it's obvious since that's what I said. Called it before. It's called like a birther or something like that. Something along those lines. And I don't have any plasma energy? Oh shit. Thought we were doing a little bit better than that. Plenty of pulse rounds. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the one in the back corner. Let's see. I'm alright. That's alright. This door was locked last time. What's the matter, buddy? Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, what is that? Don't think I like that one. Oh my god. Oh, yes, yes. Now I remember. Get on the walls and everything. That's horrifying. Yeah, tall and lanky enemies, probably not my preferred visual. Shit. Shit. What are they doing with that corpse? This feels like something out of Aliens. Oh my god. These things are a little hard to hit. Actually, if I remove the head, that might make it able to control that body. I don't know if I'm dead. Semiconductor. Got me set up with all sorts of stuff. I'd like a stasis recharge station. This is not super imperative. Be nice. Need the bench.
Communications log. First comms operator Bailey reporting. The ship is under attack, but requests to issue a distress call have been repeatedly denied by Captain Matthias. He won't say it, but everyone on the bridge knows why. This is an illegal operation in a prohibited system. We've all known for months, and we kept our mouths shut. Not anymore. Mayday! 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 This is USG Ishimura. This is... What the hell? I don't believe this. The whole comm system is offline. Now he's gone too far. Bailey out.
Gone too far. Should have acted sooner. So they all thought they were going to get that sweet planet cracking money. What's that corpse doing there? Making sure there's not another one. Well, despite nothing happening, that was kind of a spooky ride. It's a straight line, but it was strange.
Offline. A service technician has been notified.
That comms array is in bad shape. We need at least 6 working dishes for a strong enough signal. Make sure they're aligned symmetrically so there are no power gaps.
Alright. Medium air can. So I was reading a slight plot synopsis for this game, just because I was uploading the first stream to YouTube. Usually like to give a little bit of a detail, but I needed the names of some of the ship they were on, which I don't even remember the name of it. It's like called the Kippelman or something. I don't know, but it was like giving a rundown of things that I didn't even really know that were disclosed. Like, I don't think you get the information from the beginning of the game. There's a very short cutscene at the beginning, but it doesn't go into the whole deal where the synopsis basically, and this is just off of Wikipedia, I was talking about how like there was already a marker in existence and how there was a copy of a marker and how that was at the whatever planet that the Ishimura was mining and all that. And I'm like,
Zero gravity.
say anything about that in the game? So it's, I don't know, kind of a spoiler.
Exiting zero gravity.
The music's thing for something coming up.
Zero gravity.
Not in there yet. I still haven't gotten any plasma energy. Astounding. I feel like this isn't the best weapon to take these guys on, but I guess we'll make do. Oh, there's the third one. Yeah, what the hell? Stop that. It's gross. It's like worms coming out of its head. Okay, so we need 6 of these things. They need to be aligned symmetrically. Let's see. There's a line. So now what looks on and what looks off. Okay, so they're... Yeah. It's like the only ones that I can... is... I think that one's damaged. Some of them are just gone, I guess, and some of them are damaged. Out of here. Services are no longer required. Okay, I was about to say, will this thing turn around on its own? It does a little quick turn, so that's good. Otherwise, that would have been tricky to maneuver without actually having a button for that. Those other noises. Sounds like there's a ton of comm chatter going. Hey, there's some plasma energy. Whoops. Bashed myself in the head with that. Back here. Okay, that is one complete. Wait, where is it? There it goes. Whoa, whoa! Oh no, where'd it go? It? Okay, I gotta go hit something. This looks real technical, yeah. You're just wedging these dishes into holes. Oh, well, there's your problem. You got meat blocking up the backsides. Just clear that out of there and clear communications. Yourself a meat infestation. Okay, I think we just go back in here. Hold up. Go.
Exiting zero gravity.
Yeah, they got meat problems. Something I need to do in there. Well, let me save while I got save station right here.
Entering zero gravity.
It's acting like I could just go up here and solve my problem. Seemed to be the case. They are symmetrical. Swap out the broken conditions, create a circle. Oh, a circle. Okay. She just said symmetrical. I thought that meant like, you know, symmetry. Side is similar looking to the other, but this works too. I'm hoping the inner circle works. Launch this crap into breaking another one of these. Go.
Messages can now be received.
That's it. It's working. Get back to communications and use the control panel to send our coordinates to the Valor.
But you can't do that? Music sounds so hopeful.
Exiting zero gravity.
Pleasant for once, yeah. Doesn't happen often.
This is USM Valor, widecasting on all frequencies to USG Ishimura in response to your SOS. We've picked up your escape pod, number 47, and are en route to your position. This message
No, throw that back out.
30 seconds until you respond.
And it's a message.
Isn't that the escape pod Hammond jettisoned? One of those things was on board. No, this isn't going to happen.
Military, right?
USM Valor. Come in, Valor. Our signal isn't strong enough. I'm going to open the blast doors to boost the signal.
Error.
Maybe they shot it.
Blockage detected. Please contact a repair technician.
Shit! Isaac, there's something big on the hull of the ship, directly above the comms array. Something organic. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. We have to get the doors open to transmit to the Valor. You should have a clear shot from ADS Cannon 48. Get to the cannon and blow it out into space.
Yeah, okay, I remember. You know, I was saying, I almost feel like we'd had to do the asteroid segment twice. Not necessarily, but we do need to mount that gun again. This time it might suck a little more, we'll see. Yeah, back in my mind, it was just, kept thinking like, there was something that happened with the gun, or I had to do it twice. But it seemed illogical to have to do the asteroid thing twice. They're mixing it up a little bit. This is kind of the weird thing about this game. I feel like sometimes there was filler with the backtracking and, you know, having to do this. There's like some tasks and events that you almost have to repeat again. But it's slightly different enough where it's not the exact same thing. Yeah, get crushed in there. Oh, damn it. He phased through. It's not fun. Figured since that wasn't open before, it's the one I need to take. But it's 100% positive. I did not open that. That's weird. Guess I'll take it. So the Marines got attacked by the escape pod necro. That's what it sounded like. I think we'll, I think we actually get onto that ship at some point. So we'll see what happens to them. But it does get resolved, you know, in one sense or another. I mean, at the very least, their ship has to be in better condition than the Ishimura, so. Even if they're dead and it's filled with necromorphs, there's at least a chance. See what happens. Power node. Alright. Let's see what it is.
Manual override initiated.
Oh. This thing chucks stuff at you. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, there's big gas canisters. Boy. I'd not do too great with this one. It's a little hard to see. I wish I could, like, move the camera up a little, but I guess it is a mounted gun. Oh, you know what? Wasn't the battle with Ouroboros in Resident Evil 5 similar? It, like, picks up explosive junk and you have to shoot it. Oh, man, it's hard to keep track of what's going on, though. At least for me. Look at that. That tosses shit, like, off screen. I don't think we're gonna make this one. And I haven't even blown up one of these arms. Oh. I don't know what it is. I should try a different set of headphones. But it's the same thing that happened several other sections in this game. Bass that I'm picking up, I guess through the capture card, is just so raw. If I gotta listen to shit like that for a while, it gives me a headache. Let's see if I can turn it down in a second, but you do about it now. Just want to back up the camera just a little bit. It's FOV down just a smidge. Oh, that made it much worse. Hold up. Hit one of the sliders. Usually affects the mid. Ugh. That's a little better. I know it makes no difference to anybody watching the stream, but with me listening to it, yeah, I could definitely hear it. It's a little deeper now. It's less raw and rigid. I feel like I shouldn't even like worry about the crap that they're throwing at me and just try to, and maybe in some instances, but just try to worry about shooting one of the arms. Oh shit. Explosion's going off, can't see. Oh, there goes one. You know, when I'm firing one cannon, I have to reload a lot less, and it seems to have the almost exact same effect. What's up, Taylor? Alright, my eyes are glued on shooting this thing. Watching the Dodgers game, though, but appreciate the lurk.
USM Valor, this is Kendra Daniels on the USG Ishimura. Come in. Do not open the escape pod. USM Valor, this is Kendra Daniels on the USG Ishimura. Come in. Do not open the escape pod. Damn it! Respond!
Well, what are you doing just sitting there?
Why did they open the pod? Damn it. Oh my god. It's headed right for us.
Oh.
Isaac!
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could do about that.
Wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here.
Isaac. Isaac, are you there? Thank God you're all right. I've been trying to reach you. Someone's been blocking my rig signal remotely. A crash must have interrupted the signal block.
Hammond, where have you been?
Surviving. Barely. I found some med supplies and patched myself up. Listen. I'm calling aboard on the mission. Fuck the CEC and fuck the chain of command. We have to get the hell out of here. I think I've located a shuttle on the crew deck. The flight log says it needs a new singularity core, but we can probably salvage one from the Valor. I can see the tail end of it sticking out from the side of the Ishimura. I'm headed down there now to find a way inside. I'll meet you there. Hammond out.
Isaac, if what he says is true about the shuttle, we might have a chance of getting out of here. Head to the cargo bay and see if you can help Hammond. In his condition, he may not last long.
Now, you know what his condition is. He looked a lot healthier than we saw him last time. Well, that was a hell of a course of events. The ship came to us. We don't even need to go to it. So I don't have an effective means to get the check. Can you test the... Can you test the end? Just want to make sure it's working, because I didn't have the the app open. There we go. Okay. It works now. I've been good about launching it prior to... I mean, it'd be nice if it had some sort of OBS integration, to be honest, but can't expect too much. Usually pretty good about launching it. I think they've failed to do so the past couple streams, though. Did not have it during Fatal Frame, I'm pretty sure. Forgot about it this time. That's because it's no longer part of, like, in my quick menu. Like, quick menu had, like, recent installs. So I used to just see it right when I was launching all my... Ooh, let me do this one, too, but it's since... I don't know, I guess it's been a week or whatever. A couple weeks since it's been installed, so it no longer registers as such. The thing that sucks with these tentacle deals, whatever they are, is that they take like a couple hits. So even if you get them, they just keep coming back. So you could push them down for a second. Confused there for a second. I thought I was going level 1, but we're 2. Boy. Like the one in the rags. Starts flipping out. This thing's got a tiny hitbox. Surrounds, not bad. We're leaving, right? Okay. I don't think there's anything else to get around here. I'm sure I picked up everything just around. I mean, look in these little con areas, because look in that. Elements down here? No? It's a lot foggier in there than it did before. Okay, medium can. Let's see. A lot of plasma energy. This would be among those things that I have. Should just start selling these. got so much shit in my inventory. There's so much shit in here. Oh god. Takes like 5 minutes to get down to the bottom. Uh-oh. Oh, that actually knocked him down fast. Didn't burst either. Pleasant surprise. And got 3,000 credits. Alright, well that was a shorter chapter than the previous one. Not that I mind.
Isaac! Good, you made it inside. Listen, I just found the munitions log for the Valor. I don't think their presence here is a coincidence. They're not on reconnaissance and they're not on patrol. This ship is prepped for war. They're on a seek and destroy mission. Do you hear me?
Isaac, I've lost him again. No signal from Hammond's rig.
Oh.
Find the Singularity Core and get the hell out of there.
Reading the subtitles after the fact, but just listening to her speak, I thought she said, I blocked him again. What the hell are you doing? Still, I don't know. I don't remember any of these characters or the storyline specifically with them, but Kendra does seem untrustworthy. To an extent. There's something about Pang. The hit new wacky romance comedy. Get some power. Oh, I got 3 of them. I thought I picked up a couple, but... Damage upgrade is still in there. Thought maybe I took it away, but no. It's still there. Okay, so what do I want then? Kind of feeling the stasis right now, maybe. Upgrade the plasma cutter. Damage out of that too. I think I need more health at this point. The only thing about the Ripper is I don't use it too much. I like it for very specific instances, but I don't really like it in... It's to me. Hit a couple to it though. Power node just in case there's a door or something I need. Upgrade the reload speed. I might as well take this thing out. I'm always more in tune with having a bit of distance between what's coming at me. Especially now, some of these guys are real bastards. They start ulting for you. Of course, we're getting an assload of Ripper blades.
Entering zero
That just looks like a ship crashed into us.
One of the Valor's weapons ripped open in the crash. Those green orbs you see are highly radioactive, and the Valor's airlock has sealed itself.
Look like Nerf
You're going to have
balls.
to throw those into space before you can get into the ship.
Alright. No. Better just these guys. Get it too close. Does not seem like a good idea.
Radioactive material removed.
Well, thank you, computer.
Radioactive material removed.
Step back in here, real quick.
Exiting zero gravity.
I was doing it for the air.
Vacuum. Entering vacuum.
Okay.
Entering zero gravity.
Stand on the... Jeez.
Radioactive material removed.
Shit, there's two of them. Nerf must have gotten military contracts in the future. Scary prospect. Things can change. Short amount of time. You. Definitely not that. Yeah, and I know there's the big one right next to me. Upside down. Okay, let me see. Got a minute. Stick your face in it.
Radioactive material removed.
Radiation.
Radioactive material removed.
Air station down here? Yes, there is. I remember there was a station, I just didn't know what kind it was.
Radiation hazard clear. Safety lock released.
Okay, is that it then? Was there additional pickups? Something? hole over there. I do think there's like an entry point. This. Guess I can't go over though. Alright, let's see who's home. Oh, what was that? I scratched my eye for a second. They know when to pick their spots. They know you're gonna be like goofing off when you're waiting for the doors to open. I was rubbing my eye and I saw something like in the corner. Something bolted off to the...
The part you're looking for will be in the engine room at the back of the ship. I'm reading massive damage, so you may need to find an alternate route to get there.
Let's see what I can do about that. It's locked in place because of that bar. Oh, this thing. I forget. There's some kind of reasoning behind this. They're super fast, though. I think they're like, they're affected by stasis, but in reverse. Something like that. It just makes them very quick. Sneeze there for a second. Military hardware? But they themselves, or just whatever affected them?
The infection process is doing something strange to these soldiers. They all have built-in stasis units in their body armor. The infection is merging the stasis unit into their flesh or something, making them move fast. Real fast. Be careful.
Okay. So there's our explanation. I was correct. Stasis units are having the opposite effect. I think we need to use stasis on them necessarily. They can still take damage regardless, but definitely makes things easier. This is practically this game's version of doing box puzzles. Ripper might be good in this instance, considering that we've got a constant... Yeah, look at that. Like, oh, okay. It was good for a second. It is not so good. The biggest problem with it is that they can... oh, God! didn't know there was a second one back there, so that kind of messed me up. Yeah, the problem is they can rush past the blade. I was kind of hoping that if I held it in front of them, you know, it works the first time around, but then they just move right past it. I guess they step over it in their state of extreme speeds. Arm's gonna block me? I don't think so. Pull this shit out. There you go. And then it bounces right back. Shit's just like accidentally falling into those. Okay, hold up. I was hoping to just stick onto the ceiling, not come back down. Wow, she turned into a skeleton. That's not supposed to happen. Battery pack there. Sure. Came out of that hole, eh? Trust that corpse back there.
Isaac, I'm tracking your position, but it doesn't look like I can reach you. This damn ship was nearly shared in half. I made it to the bridge. It's a mess here. These poor bastards didn't stand a chance. I'm going to override all door locks so you can get to the engine room. I'll try and catch up with you there.
Oh man, I just bypassed that box. I guess I was carrying the battery. Damn Ripper blades. Yeah, I kind of have a slight problem with that. Like, this is a military ship, and they all get slaughtered by one necromorph on a pod. And supposedly they were prepped for war. I don't know if they necessarily knew what this was capable of or what, but they apparently prepped for something. And then Isaac, who's never seen any of these things in his life, doesn't know what's going on. He's only using tools for the most part. He can just waltz on in here. Not a problem. Necromorph. Use a couple stasis blasts and The like a circular saw. Oops. Well, there goes the battery. Shit. Oh, damn it. I knew it. Stop it. Stop coming over here. Supposed to go that way, right? So, what's this? Oh, I see. It's a quicker way to... Actually, I could have just brought the pack there to over there, so I wonder what the other battery is for. It blows out a second time.
Mr. Clark, I need to speak with you. My name is Terrence Kine, Dr. Kine. Listen to me. There isn't much time. If you really can repair the shuttle, there is a better use for it than just running away. You must understand, the forces at work here are greater than you can imagine. If you leave now, you condemn all humanity. The planet will never stop, never rest unless the marker is returned. Don't you see? The church is wrong. This is all a trap. I've seen it. Please, you must help me.
Like a madman, Doc. Who's he? Dr. We haven't seen him before, but he's been referenced in, I don't know if he's even spoken in an audio log, but he's been referenced in audio logs. He's been in X logs, so heard his name before. What's going on back there? Oh, that guy. Oh, I can't shoot him. Damn it. You're lucky, son. Maybe. Guess he might get like his intestines squished or something, but every time I hit one of those things. Well, I guess I haven't done it yet, but anytime potentially would hit one of those things, you just end up dying. Give it to your friend. Goddamn, off with the ripper blades. No! I refuse. Look, there's more back here. How many ripper blades do I have right now? I've got almost 5 packs. Whoa. What a damn weird noise. Oh no. He doesn't want to go through the doorway though. It seems we've reached an impasse. Whoa, okay. Box sliding into frame. These guys waltzing around. Shit. Tell where in relation to all the corpses of the previous ones. Power node.
This is Commander Cadogan. We have hostiles on board. This is not a drill. Hostiles are alien. Repeat, alien and extremely dangerous. All personnel, have weapons ready and fire at will.
You guys must have sucked. It sounds like they were sort of prepared. Oh, hey. Oh, good, we get infinite ammo too. I like Resident Evil 4. In fact, it's very much like Resident Evil 4. It's the shooting gallery game for some reason. I mean, it is a military ship. You gotta have something where practice, but still. What a prize. Blades, eh? I think you get a power node or something, maybe? More goddamn Ripper blades. I mean, I could sell the shit, but still. Wondering if they come up with multiples. Hey, but if I could do the shooting gallery game of Majora's Mask on an N64, I could definitely do this. How much room do I got? I got a little bit of space. Be semiconductor. Better than I could sell that for money. Oh shit, no! Just one. Too excited, my finger slipped. Ah, damn it. Oh, forget it. dignified. Let's see what I can do here. 2 nodes. Some HP. One more try. Introduce your enemies. Yes, and that's 2. Your friend. Oh, shit. Also getting a little too excited. Well, you know, with the necromorphs, they do turn your friends into enemies. So I'm not really seeing a problem here. Crack shot. Achievement unlocked. Hey, there you go. There's our power node. That skill to use. Let's see. Somebody's having a movement. Oh no, your leg. He was holding his own leg. They got weird little helmets. Is the mouth supposed to be exposed? Seem efficient. Whoa. Whoa. Guess I was supposed to demonstrate how dangerous it was. Oh, large metapack. That's cool. Get away from me. Pick it up. There you go. Pretty damn close to this. Check to make sure that it wasn't going to slice me. I don't know what that noise is. What is that? It sounded like a witch or something. Shit. Oh, god damn it, I knew it. I don't know, like it was behind me and then it didn't. Oh, damn. Oh, what? There's some pulse rounds on that one, and it just went down that hole. The wrong button. I guess I sort of needed health restoration too, but actually trying to hit the recharge station. Maybe I can still get it. Can I still get it? It's right in there. I mean, pulse rounds aren't too hard to come by, but given the amount of ripper blades that we've been getting, I kind of would like to have some other type of ammunition. Look at this. This is ridiculous. More ripper blades. Just can't help themselves. I think the ammo drops are supposed to be randomized too, so it's not like there's a set. It's based on like what you have on hand, but man, they like to give it to you. Maybe it's because it's the least upgraded. I don't know. So we know what we're dealing with. Big open area. What's we got here? Gonna have to wait on that. No thank you, text log. Oh, shit. Let's look at that big one like waltzing around somewhere too. Oh, there he is. He's wait. Nope. Baby. Out of here, baby. Okay, big one's down. Didn't burst. That's good. Don't do it. One of the biggest dangers is accidentally running into one of these things too. Punch me right into the ceiling. It's pretty obvious that something was going to happen there, but I suppose it could have been worse. comb through here and see what we can pick up. Getting some pulse rounds. I'm gonna use that just in case something pops up, like next immediate area. Is that a store? Oh, cool. I think I got everything. Nice, they got the bridge in here. Okay, so let's see. Schematic downloaded. Oh, the Ruby semiconductors sell for less than I thought. Just at 10,000, so it's about as good as a node. When we got it as a purchase, I'm like, oh, this is better. And not quite. Alright, let me sell some of these. Keep those small. It's good. You know what? I'm going to purchase a couple power nodes. Ten of them. Ain't too shabby. Oh, you still up there? Don't want to shoot him either. Sorry, man, I can't do anything for you. Took the battery out. That didn't work. Oh wait, stop. You seem helpless and afraid. Access to lower engine. That's where I need to go. To lower deck. Alright, let's see what's up. Sure is shaky in here. Oh, this. I think I remember this. Get what I can now. Sure. That didn't seem right. Oh no! I thought it was safe. I thought it was a constant thing because it was just going so much. Well, if anything's coming after me, it's got to get blasted by this shit, right? Oh. Okay, I think I need to do it on the other side. Oh. This is like 3 health kits trying to get this done. Safe finally? Stopped it.
Power failure.
Is that it? You got it? Oh my god. You got it! That's the piece we need. Get to the crew deck.
Middle. Oh. Just show me the more direct path. Here we go. Prepping me for something. Get out of there fast. It's all on fire right now.
Over here. I've been trying to reach you. My comm was out. You got the singularity core? That's how to get out of here. Get that core to the tunnel. Don't wait for me. Oh, fuck me.
No.
lost all of Hammond's vitals. Is he dead? Oh, God. It's just us now, Isaac.
Hey. You were always my favorite. Item pickup sound initiated, but I didn't see item. Huh. Damn it. I'm gonna miss you, Hammond. Try and take that head off, though, so that nothing turns you. Go. That guy sawing his own limbs off. You just need a buddy. Somebody to take care of that for you.
Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
Doesn't sound good.
Warning.
Sick.
Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately. Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
Oh boy.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately. Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
We haven't had a save state, so. Okay. As long as I don't explode, it might be a good idea to do that.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
There she goes.
Exiting zero gravity.
Got rid of them.
Exiting vacuum.
I think when you're like intersecting with a ship, it starts exploding. Probably not a good thing, right? Bastards would have made it. Hey. Okay, well, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, a diamond semiconductor. That must have been what we got. Big super brute. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a stasis pack. There being a recharge station around here, so buy the goddamn instead of going. It's 5,000. Who cares? Actually, doing all right on pulse rounds. Let me switch to this for a little. Forgot that was so close. Bench here too, so we can make a couple upgrades. Got 10 of them. Let's see what we can do. Definitely want to go for some damage stuff. Speed effect. Shot speed? It's interesting. Next time I put up, I'll probably just sell actually a lot more crap in the nodes, but I'm terribly worried about it. Alright. I think we're getting pretty close to the end, though I do think that there's some pretty long chapters ahead of us, so might not be too close.
Isaac, I've located the shuttle Hammond found. Shit. No good. That shuttle's brain dead. Someone removed the navigation cards. God knows why. There's 3 of them scattered around the deck. I'm downloading their locations. I can't access the doors from here, so you'll need a crew key. If you can find those parts, I think we can get that shuttle operational again.
Ah, now this was a level I remember. This one was probably one of the more for me. You know, as we're working through the game, I start like recognizing stuff, but there's a whole lot that when I think about this game, when you think about a movie or any other video game or something, there's usually like a couple standouts that you remember. Sort of make up or represent it in your head. This was one of the levels. Slow to ripper. Matters at this point. I do think there's the potential converters to come through here, so I don't know. Disposing of this many corpses would be an issue. They could at least decapitate them. Got the same thing going on. Their heads are wrapped in bandages, and they seem to have a puncture wound in the center of the head. These real words? Cthulhu writing. I guess it's probably easier just to shoot them. Just an ammunition, but I'm sick of this nursery rhyme. It's something else. Oh boy, here it is. A bit of b-ball. Oh, that reminds me. We had a text log that we picked up like in the middle of a fight. Probably should go back and read that one. Z-ball rule. Step on the lighted platform and activate it to start the game. Jump to as many scoring platforms as possible to increase your score multiplier. Use your kinesis module to grab a ball and shoot it into the active basket before the shot timer runs out. Beating each level opens a locker with a side. Sort of. There's the potential for a lot of time to be wasted on that. I don't know that I want to do that. But again, you do get some nice rewards like semiconductors, power nodes, stuff like that. Let me see if I can find it.
The infection process is doing something strange.
I should identify what kind of data they. It's the bars must be the logs. Must be video. It's okay. It's the text log. Orders: eyes only. Priority black from Chief of Staff Earth Defense. Attention Commander Cadigan F. Operation White Light. Regis System planning. Objective cleanse. CEC vessel USG Ishimura in breach of government order. 3A. Special Ops has confirmed the system has been unable to provide the planet location. Special Ops advises caution. If marker 3A has been recovered, infection by a lethal organism is a credible threat. Shock point H system moves position out of local scope range and awaits signal from Ishimura to confirm. So yeah, they know about the marker. I find it hard to believe that they just went in blind without actually telling anybody
Entering zero gravity.
what they potentially had to do. It's an F. You get on something that's not a platform, pick it around. Yeah, all the enemies are getting tougher. It's tougher skin. It's gross. They got tendrils and whatnot that move after they're dead. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, this is a real Space Jam, right? What they should have been playing, not just regular ass basketball. Space. You know, I saw a health kit float. That up. So we came in for the nav card. Obvious spot too.
Starting game. Level 1.
Oh, there we go. It's authentic crowd sounds. matters which hole I shoot it in. I thought the platforms were lighting up at specific colors, but I'm not so sure. See any platforms that lit up?
Reward locker unlocked. Congratulations.
Congratulations. There you are. We heard you before. Oh, there's some plasma energy. Just gonna have to sell some of these, maybe even the pulse rounds, but some of the rubber blades. Some plasma energy. Does the map show? She showed us. Yeah, this is the red one. Let's see. No. They lit up as red. She pulled it up before. It's the red one. Just means it's a locked door. Oh, wait. Say I'm actually quite surprised that we didn't see one of those converter things, but nope, then it just started running out as soon as I took a few more steps in. So, whoa, shadow scared me for a second. Their positions reset, but the amount of damage I caused to him seems to have stuck. I guess this is the recreation. So we got here coming soon, Rancid Moon. Now playing Hot Duo. Crime was their passion. Bang bang. Maybe it's kitty kitty bang bang. Chitty chitty bang bang. Feel. Mechanics Field, June 11th. New music collection transmits this Friday. Virtual concert, June 11th. See R&R director, Tix. Just it's a concert, I guess? I don't know. The poster's just tits. Bronson, Fuel Cakes. Hot Duo. Oh, Space Ninja. Oh, Shaolin versus Space Ninja, excuse me. Zero G, Insanity. Like the Ka show. Level 5 suit. 60,000. I'm almost there. Let me just sell something. Take that. Oh, shoot. Got a tab back. Alright, let's see it. Level 5. Might even still be one more after this. That looks a little bit more uniform. Look at that. Still leaving his forearm on the left side exposed a bit. But gotta say, I do like the helmet better on the 4. I feel like we downgraded. Just one node. Not even to put it in anything necessarily, but just to have it in hand in case there's a door. Unitology, or, what? Radical? Okay. The A and the R look similar. I wasn't sure if it was radical sense, because that's not radical or something else. United we ascend? Is Unitology a new hope, or just another scam? By Carrie Van Otken. If you've been living on Mars for the past 200 years, you might have missed the fastest growing religious movement in history. Unitology boasts a following of millions, counts powerful CEOs and officials in its ranks, claims 78 billion of stock in multi-global companies, and owns 2 of its largest financial institutions, GPSG Financial and Unitas Energy Investments. From its beginnings as a cult of personality, Unitology has become a respected, established religion. Most people know the basics. 200 years ago, Michael Altman, professor of anthropology, blew the whistle on what he claimed was the biggest cover-up ever instituted by Earth government, discovery of an artifact, or marker, which proved beyond any doubt there is alien life in the universe. The government labeled Altman a kook, but his claims struck a chord with some. You don't hear kook often. And his mysterious death soon afterwards fueled that interest. Unitologists believe the marker contained a code, the key to eternal life through rebirth and ascension to heaven. The kicker is you have to die first. Now, there's always some. They say the government is hiding the markers somewhere, keeping its secrets for themselves. Across all of human space, Unitologists praise Altman's martyrdom and await the day God comes to take them to their new life beyond death. It all sounds pretty harmless, but like any cult, there's a dark side. Unitologists are ranked in the church. He never talks about it, but most of its critics believe there are at least 3 ranks above average or initiate. With each new rank, more of the church's inner workings and research is revealed to a follower, and these ranks are achieved by one simple criteria: giving money and power to the church. Think taking all your money's bad? The church also requires members to donate their bodies after death. Why? They want with them? Nobody will say. Attempts to infiltrate the inner circle have failed. With their emphasis on transformation and rebirth, maybe we wouldn't like the answer even if they told us. One rumor that also refuses to die says the church is funding a secret shipbuilding program. Some claim to have seen the fleet. No documentary evidence has ever been supplied, but the claimants all say these mausoleum ships, despite their huge size. Continued on page 94. Damn it. Please think about subscribing. Wire. Well, obviously there are some pretty damn strong parallels between that and Scientology. Not exact, but definitely see where they're some of their inspiration.
Amelia? No. The shuttle is mine. I control access to the shuttle.
No.
If I could make the journey, I could fix everything. I'm sorry, Mr. Clark. Unless you can prove to me you can get it space-worthy again, I'm afraid I can't let you through. I need to know you're on my side.
Oh. Sounded a little bit like Palpatine there, where they're About to arrest him.
I am the Senate.
Ah, yes. Sticky meat floor. Oh, this guy's still walking around?
What do you cling to when all must seem so utterly hopeless around you? That your cross was a truth. She had faith.
I'm over here.
Now she awaits her transformation.
I guess I'll stand here, so.
Are you ready to ascend the temple? Of course you are. Have no fear. You will play your part soon enough.
Temple, we've heard him on some audio logs.
Of a true believer! You're ready. Take him. Embrace them.
Still wiggling a little bit. I imagine that'd be hard to do. Don't ask me how, but I've seen a video of a failed assassination attempt where a guy tried to stab another guy in the head. Knife just got stuck in the guy's head. And the guy's head, the knife was stuck in. He was trying to pull it out, but he couldn't. And then he just ended up running after the guy. I'm sure it was painful. Guy went in there full force. Go. Heart's beating. Music sounds like it's starting to kick up. What's going on here? Oh. Shit. Kind of vents these guys can crawl out of. Let's see. I missed. It's just like a magazine or something. Eon News, Unitology, special report. Oh, I was just reading that article. Need to finish it. It was continued on page 92. Power node. Oh. It's also the sticky icky floor, so I can't actually run on here. I don't think there's anything else I can. Cool bar.
Mr. Clark, I really must speak with you. I'm very close to your position, and I know you want to hear what I have to say. I can explain all this. So what happened? When you have the nav cards, I'll let you into the security station. We must talk. Hurry.
Yeah, I think I found your room before. Mild sequence break. There's contingency for it. Actually, they didn't even need to put anything in there. Just been a locked door. Nothing would happen. Lala, Shop Deck 6. Sale begins Wednesday. Altman be praised. That's weird. You know, I don't understand, like, why they don't... Okay, so, yeah, the marker's dangerous. It could potentially be used as a dangerous weapon. Why not just tell people, hey, this thing turns you into, like, space mutant zombies with knives jutting out of your limbs. Probably don't want to mess with this. Just afraid that nobody would believe them. Oh, big government cover-up conspiracy, and they had good reason to. But still, when there's something super dangerous, I don't know. I should probably tell people about that. This thing ain't all that great. You guys really don't want it. Wow, she really small hunt kit. Showers in the public restroom. That's interesting. God bless. Bottom part of the B is kind of wiped out there, so it looks like God bless. I give great peng. M/W. Something. Does that look like a slash something? Slash OPM here? Anyone? Is it safe? Give them hope. Something. They'll last a bit longer. So fucked. I like that last one. I am in love with Joey. Says, I don't know what to... His body. What? Something, I can't read the first part, and I don't know what to do with his body. Bang. Sorry, had... So it looks like urgency. What can we try? Better handwriting. Devs, you need to write a little bit more. I always thought, like, old band handwriting, just like kids, because I remember, you know, a bunch of kids in high school and stuff. Shitty handwriting. The worst. Just god awful handwriting I've ever seen. Looked like the kindergartner scribbling shit. But then when I started working, grown ass people, and no one ever. I mean, no. There are people that just do not care about their handwriting, how legible it is. Just scribble shit down. Expect people. I figure, especially like if you're in the workforce, have some kind of semblance of needing to fix that shit, considering that communications need to happen.
Has been shut down. You'll have to find an override nearby to get to the door.
All right. So I got a bunch of books here. Save too. One of my first jobs, I remember somebody had to write me a note. Awful handwriting, and it was instructions on something to do, and I was like, I can't read this. So I just had to like kind of guess what needed to be done. Okay, hold up. So the big noise was. I thought we were done with this. Considering we beat the Leviathan. Say artists have the worst handwriting. I don't think that's true. I know plenty of artists that have fairly nice handwriting. I wouldn't go around calling myself an artist, but I do have skill in artistry, and I've got decent handwriting. Not the greatest, but people have complimented me on it before. Very scrolly, or something like that. I think it's just a coping mechanism. Like, well, I'm an artiste, so I can't be bothered with writing legibly. Did we do anything with this, or are we good? Pick that up. Ah. Screaming after he's dead. Come from? We come from the hole? Still barfing up shit. He's got the kinetic force symbol on him, but I can't move. I think there's a section that we come to where we gotta start moving those around. But assuming things didn't go well, Dodgers.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist. Entering vacuum.
Oh, I don't remember liking this one. This one took a while too. Still want. California can burn. California can burn for multiple reasons, but I almost feel like, well, why not? Why not just add that to the list? It was more of an excuse.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Thanks, computer. I got it the first time. That gift that gets passed around. Bugs Bunny, like, using a handsaw to saw off floor. Why can't we do that with... Do that instead. Florida's fun. We can keep Florida around. But it thinks there's a bunch of freaks in Florida, which there are. But there are no more freaks in Florida. It's just that... it's interesting. I think I talked about it before, but Florida's got a... What do they call it? They call it like the Sunshine Law or something like that. Essentially, any journalist of any description, they do not need to be professional in the slightest regard.
Hazardous condition. Please contact repair entering vacuum.
Mic cuts out? I'll look into that in a bit. But anyway, they got something called like the Sunshine Law, and any journalist of any description, even if they're just running like some shitty blog on a website, they can request legal documents. Pretty much anything. So, like any sort of court proceedings or anything that... God. Anything involving criminal activity and law, anyone can pretty much get their hands on, which is why we get all these weird cases of people doing weird shit. Maybe, it might be me. Shit, oh no. Yeah, that's scary.
Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist. Exiting vacuum.
Let's see here. Stasis pack.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please entering vacuum.
Still got one of these things rolling around here. Can't even cut it up with the Ripper.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Thank you, computer. I got it.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist. Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Still haven't seen. Let me step out here for a sec. I still haven't seen any sort of air station. I haven't seen the thing I'm supposed to get, so I don't know where it is. Guess I need to go that way.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please entering vacuum.
Okay, I feel like I've been through everything here.
Hazardous condition.
I don't
Please contact repair specialist.
see anything I can get.
Exiting vacuum. Life support and climate system now.
We still need one more navigation card. Shit. Sounds fine. Might be having any windows yet open. Could be. I'll take a look at it later. If it's on the recording, that means it's something on my end, which is that I probably messed something up with this gate. Dealing with so many of those explosive fellows, I think. Here we go. Probably want something with a little bit more rapid fire. Especially considering I can't move too fast on here. So your tons and tons of meat sounds. It's gonna go down. Okay, well, here's the deal. Getting a little late. I don't think, even on the onset of this, I seem to remember this being a longer chapter, so I don't think I even want to attempt to try and finish it. Because we got to go find that other navigation card, we got to go talk to what's-his-face, and then I think we actually get to the shuttle in this one too, so there's still quite a bit to go, so I won't even pretend like I'm going to be finishing this up pretty soon. I'm good, you're certain it was you now? Had a lot of shit open? Hopefully. I'll give it a quick run through. I usually take a look at my streams to make sure everything is looking right. So, but anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Let me see what's going on here. Alright, doesn't look like anybody's streaming tonight. And I don't think I'm going to toss it to rando at this hour. It's probably going to be some foreign language. Somebody that doesn't give a shit. That seems to be what happens when I run this late and I toss a raid to some random channel. Usually better earlier in the day. So, oh, is this okay? You got somebody? Hobbs is streaming. All right, we could do that. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's see what. She was Hobbs. He's streaming Dying Light. So we'll go ahead and raid him, and you guys take care. Have a good night. We'll try to be back tomorrow, considering I didn't stream Tuesday. See about doing some Fatal Frame. So until then, take care. See you next time.